Sometimes you see these TV programs and these people saying, I don't see why people have to be in gangs and rob people.
Because you don't live it.
But at the same time, it's like, yeah, you can see that person's point of view, but in the reality, let's face it, the government puts certain ethnic origins in certain areas to destroy themselves. Now, you can say, oh, is it racist? But at the same time, excuse me, but how many people that you know of that might be white counterparts actually grew up in Peckham or Deptford in estates?
They didn't. Well, some of them did. Some of them did.
Some of them.
But not the majority.
Majority rules. There's people that are living in Chelsea and Kensington that maybe their forefathers might have had a house that they actually inherited and given on. Now, if you actually look at history and who built this country up, you will see that it goes back to our forefathers as black people, maybe Irish as well.
No, the thing is, like you said, there was nothing for us.
Yeah.
We've had to make that, because when we came over from the Windrush, we were given the shittest jobs. You got to remember, if you're really talking real talk, the people that came over from Africa, they came over as surgeons. Poor people don't get on a fucking plane and come to England. Poor people don't come. Educated people came over here to give their children a better opportunity. My forefathers and grandma came over on the Windrush to give us a better opportunity. When we got to this country, there was nothing for us. They put us in the ghetto. I was chatting to my mum even. There was 9 of them in a fucking 2-bedroom house. We have nothing. All we have is our postcodes. That's why we defend it. I used to shout Lewisham everywhere I was going. I went everywhere. Oh, that's all we've got. We've got our postcodes, we've got to defend that. And that's bullshit, because that ain't even ours.
The thing is, all you can really do for yourself to make your life better is look out the box. You might think there's the only option, and there's lots of barriers. You might go out and you think, okay, let me go to college, let me go to uni. Uni costs money, college costs money, or you've got a problem with the course, it's not exactly the course you want to do, so you might have to go a bit out further, somewhere you're not used to. But at the same time, there's barriers for everything. Even when you've made it, there's barriers to stop you from doing everything. Life's not easy, but I know it's probably not easy to live where you're living, to carry on what you're doing, not knowing what's there tomorrow. But at the same time, everyone's got that problem. So it's not just certain people. So you might be living in a certain area, and you might not love the area. But the area at the end of the day does not make you.
Yeah, you make the area, and our area could be a whole lot better if we all just really, because if you chat to real olders, I'm chatting real olders, and again, I'm having to hold back from naming names. But one of the most things that stopped me smoking skunk one time is when, see, I can't even name names, but when an older that everyone would know from the end said to me, like, Rare, I don't even blaze no more, because all it makes me want to do is run around popping people. And I look at like the youngers, and they're terrible, and they tried to stop the youngers being in gangs, and what did? They turned around and started robbing the holders. That's true story. It's true story. City of God's true stories. So we can't even, it's not even a London thing, it's not a Liverpool thing, a Manchester thing, Birmingham. It's a worldwide thing that the government has to address. As we can sit here and chat shit forever, but that ain't going to change anything. The government needs to do something.
Bring back the leisure centres, bring back people that you can aspire to, that maybe put them in the forefront to say, look, I did it. You might not want to hear them going on about I did it. You might want to just say, okay, give me an apprenticeship, give me a chance. That's a great way to do it, to be honest.
An opportunity.
Nobody wants to be told, you know, there's a way and have to sit in a conference room and listen to this person babbling on. The truth is, people want the opportunity. Give it to them.
Yeah.
If you're telling them that they can do it, give them the chance to do it. Give them a month course, 2-month course, a job, apprenticeship, whatever it needs to be done.
Look at all these people here. You think any single one of them is probably thinking they're bad man stuff. You think any single one of them wanted to die? They're half our ages. They won't even get to see our ages. A lot of these kids, what buns me most is a lot of them won't get to see my age. A lot of them won't get past 20. I remember personally thinking I would never see past 21, and that's ridiculous.
Yeah, when you're 18, you don't even think about being 28.
You don't think of that.
It's like, that's old.
Yeah, it's old, but at the same token, when you're around it and you're really, really around it every day, and you're into situations, because sometimes you're around it and it isn't really your situation. But because you're around it so much, you make it your situation. You think, oh no, look, I'm a Lucian, Woolies might come down for me and whatever. I need to be doing this. Woolies ain't watching you if you ain't watching them. Some of them are, but most of them ain't. Because out of all the gangs people that I know and grown up with, they make up about 10% of the people that I've met in my life. I might not have been close to the other 90% of the people that I met in my life, but that's a whole percentage that are not caught up on this. So why the fuck you think you've got to be caught up on this? It's so easy to turn the other cheek and walk away from this stuff.
It's that awareness though, because I remember when I was probably about 16, 17, even not up to the age of 19, walking around Brixton, probably by myself around late hours, and never get in trouble. But then in hindsight, when you think of what they talk about now, people getting injured and beat up and whatnot, you're thinking that could have been me.
Of course.
And it's like, it's about awareness and always thinking, oh, that's never going to be me. I know streets, I'm this, I'm that. But at the same time, you never know. And I think if you get the opportunity to, even if you've got a passion or you think it can never happen, like, try to do it. Yeah. Try to go ahead for it, because you never know. I mean, you've got like...
Gangsters die.
Yes.
So you trying to be a gangster, gangsters die. So you're basically saying you want to be dead. And I think that's why a lot of them are killing each other now, because they don't respect their own lives. If they think I'm going to die, well, I ain't got nothing to live for, fuck you, I'm going to take you out first. And that's what happens. They end up killing each other. They don't respect their own lives. And what happens is none of us grow. Because we're going back to the Windrush and the first Africans and the Pakistanis and the Turkish and all of these people that come over. What are we leaving for the next generation? Nothing.
I think you should slowly divide the gangs. Maybe take some of them to Brazil. Take them to some villages there, see how what real gangs like.
Yeah, man, because London ain't that. London ain't that. As real as it is,
not just
and I
London,
know it's real.
Liverpool,
yeah.
anywhere.
England ain't that though.
But
what they're making England is not what it is. I've been to Brooklyn. I used to stay out there for a while. Brooklyn is raw. Jamaica is raw. Them things is raw. Them places, certain places in the Caribbean and like you said, Brazil, they ain't got no fucking hot water. They ain't got nothing that we got. So for us to be going on the way we're going on when we got so much more. Our parents and forefathers came over us to give us a better chance. You're disrespecting them.
I think the bottom line is obviously just to try another avenue. If you can think of a different solution to not being in the situation you're in, try it, go for it. Even if that means moving out the area, move out.
Yeah, man. But then how are they going to move out with no money?
There's always ways. There's ways.
How?
There's ways. I mean, you got all these people saying, oh well, social services will help you out and stuff. You've got the internet. Everyone uses the internet for YouTube. Use it for something else more positive.
Yeah. Look for real. I say the 9 to 5 thing. I'm a bit bitter about the 9 to 5 thing because I say go and push it, but at the same time, when you go into 9 to 5, you're going to come up with so much barriers that you're going to think, wait a minute, you're not from my environment. Why should I even listen to you? And there's going to be things that irk you. So if you don't want to do that, start up your own business.
Yeah, but there's scholarships to go to uni now. There's grants available, and if you're thinking, okay, uni's a bit, you know, you can go out the way to Aston, maybe go to Aston University, maybe go to Brunel. Look at all the courses they provide you there. You can live on campus. There's ways you can have jobs down there as well. And obviously everyone's got to have a degree soon. You don't necessarily have to have a degree to get you a career, but you need to do something other than sitting down thinking that somebody's going to knock on your door and tell you you're the greatest, because it's not going to happen. It's not. Anyway, I've rattled on enough, so hopefully something I've said has tweaked your mind, inspired you to do something.
Yeah, man, just live your life, man, like here I them lot say. Live your life, because it's real, because every time I look at this picture, it's just mad, and I think, raw, we're flopping in a big way, and we just need to get it together, man. Get it together.